Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another class on Verbling.com with teacher Abby. It's Monday. Yay! How was your weekend, Ali?
It's normal weekend. It was. I just finished some my work and relaxed. Nothing special.
Well, that sounds nice. It's good to have a relaxing weekend. Hey, Andrew, welcome back. Good to see you.
Hi, Abby. Good to see you too.
How was your weekend?
I was on the beach, getting suntan, swimming.
You and me had similar weekends.
Really?
Very similar weekend. Yeah, we had lots of. It's actually really warm. I have no slippers on today. And it was a nice weekend. It was really hot. And it's supposed to be 38 degrees all week. So hopefully there'll be more beach time.
Yeah, it is very hot weather.
Hi, Chris.
Hello, Abby. How are you?
I'm very good. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you.
I think this is the first time I've had you in my class, no?
Yes, this is my first time.
Tell me about yourself. Where are you from?
I'm from Guadalajara, Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 24 years old, and I'm here to learn English. This is my goal. My goal is learn English in conversational in 8 months because I want to go to study in the U.S. soon.
Well, you've come to the right place, Chris. We're going to have lots of conversation today in English. So
Excuse
hopefully,
me?
I said you've come to the right place. We'll have lots of conversation in class.
Yes,
So we're
yes,
happy to have you. Nice to meet you. Thanks for coming.
Nice to meet you. Thank you.
Mateo,
Hi.
how you doing?
Today I'm a little bit tired because 1 hour ago I came back from Switzerland
Oh, right. You went to Switzerland. How was it?
for my job. Okay.
Was
My weekend finished 1 hour ago.
Okay. Well, we are happy that you've come to class today. Thank you for joining us.
Okay.
Good to see you. And Victor, how are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you.
Nice.
How about you?
I'm doing very well. How was your weekend?
Andrew, you and me had a similar weekend. I went to a river.
To the river. Very nice. You went swimming. Was it hot where you live?
Yeah, it was hot as hell.
As hot as hell. You know it's really bad when you have to say hotter than hell.
Really?
Good to see you, Victor. Thanks for joining us.
I'm glad to see you as well.
Vinicius, welcome to the class.
Hi,
How are you, Vinicius?
I'm good, and you?
Very good. It's nice to meet you. Tell me about yourself. Where are you from?
I'm from Brazil.
Hmm? And this is your first time in my class, correct?
Yes.
Thanks for joining us today. I'm very happy to have you. We're doing a class today. We're going to do a short reading activity, and then we're going to be doing a crossword puzzle for some practice with vocabulary. Any questions or comments before we get started?
No.
Okay. Let me just see here. I'm going to start by looking at some pictures, and I'm going to get you guys to describe them. Maybe we could have Chris start us off. Take a look at this picture here, Chris, and I want you to tell me what you see. What is that?
I don't know what is the name, but it's a bus with sail food. I don't know.
I know.
Just wait. You'll get your chance, Mateo.
This is food truck.
Oh my God.
Food truck. Okay.
You're right, Chris. It's a bus that sells food. So tell me, you said you're from Guadalajara?
Yes.
Tell me about food trucks where you live. Do you ever see them?
It's not common here. Maybe I don't know. I remember that I saw one when I 8 years old, more or less.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but I don't remember saw this truck here in Guadalajara. It's not common.
I see. It's not super common.
No.
Well, what about you, Victor, where you live? Do you ever see food trucks?
Yes, I saw food trucks, but it as well not so common. But sometimes you can buy something, for example, a sausage or something like that.
Yeah, usually it's food that's like that, right? Like hamburgers or farmer sausages or something like that.
Exactly.
Can I get Ali to describe this picture for me, please?
This is, I think, more than a truck.
This is a deluxe food truck.
I don't know. Some people prepare some food or drink in the truck, and behind the truck there is a place. People can sit there and eat some food or drink something.
Absolutely, very good. So it's some kind of compartment that pulls out, you could say. A pull-out compartment. That's a good one, Andre.
Food restaurant.
Andrew, what do you think we should call it?
Mobile restaurant.
Yeah, truck transformer.
Exactly. It's about to there's a gun and everything on it. Excellent. Very good. How is this truck seem to be powered? Because obviously we need power for the cooking and everything going on. Vinicius, what do you notice about the truck? How is it powered, or what kind of electricity supply does it have?
I don't have idea.
What do you see up here?
Oh, it's sun.
Yeah, what do we call that energy source, Vinicius? Do you know?
I don't know.
No? Mateo, do you know what we call it?
This is the solar panel
There you go.
for make electricity.
A solar panel, and so we call it solar power. That is the energy source.
Good.
Okay.
Wow. Evolution food truck this.
I know, it's crazy. It's about to fly away.
This is a good business because have less tax.
Okay, interesting. Very good. It is less tax for some people. I'm not sure about Canada. It's not a super common thing in Canada. It's just becoming popular now. So we'll have to see if it takes off. Andre, do you like eating at food trucks?
No, I think I prefer to eat at cafes and restaurants.
Why?
I don't know, because trucks sell these kind of hamburgers and other unhealthy food, I guess. But
Yeah, that's true.
you know, we have one truck in business center where I work. And it's very popular despite the fact that there are many cafes and restaurants around. So,
If you were to open up a food truck, Andrew, what kind of food would you sell in it?
I would sell ice cream, I guess.
Ice cream, okay, that's probably a good popular choice. Ali, what would you sell?
Kebab?
I would come to your food truck.
Yeah.
Anybody else have an idea? If you were going to start your own food truck company, what kind of food would you sell?
Italian food.
How did I know you would say that? Made by the Italians that you don't like, right?
No, the food I like, the food, Italian food I
Oh,
like.
we know. Don't worry. Awesome. Good job, you guys. Anyone else have a comment? Like Chris, if you were to open up a food truck in Guadalajara, what would you put in it, or what kind of food would you sell?
I think Mexican food like enchiladas, pozole. I don't know.
Mole.
Mole, mole con arroz.
That sounds good.
Yeah, yes, Mexican food. All traditional food of Mexico.
Wonderful. That sounds great. Anyone else have any ideas? Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get started with our story. Share my screen with you guys. Just one sec. We're going to go ahead and read a story. Oh, there's a pop-up. That's what the problem is. We're going to read the story, and then we're going to try to focus on the vocabulary so that we can practice, or so that we're able to fill in our crossword puzzle at the end. So the title is New Law for Taco Trucks. And we don't have a lot of reading, so everyone will have a chance just to read a little bit. And we're going to start with Ali. Do you want to read the first part for us, please?
Okay.
Okay. Chris?
No, Ali. Ali.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Taco trucks cannot remain parked in the same location for more than an hour, according to a new Los Angeles City law. They cannot return to that location for 3 hours. In the past, they could not remain parked in the same location for more than 2 hours.
Excellent. And Andre, could you finish that paragraph?
Sure. Restaurant owners complain that the taco trucks are stealing their customers because taco trucks' food is faster and cheaper. Plus, they don't have to pay taxes or get health inspections.
Ooh, that's a little disturbing. Okay, any questions on the vocabulary? You guys did an awesome job reading. No problems at all. Any questions on the vocabulary? Okay, what is a recent problem for taco trucks? What is a recent problem?
And the time on the stay on the place, in the place.
Right, the amount of time they can park in the place.
Can park. So.
Yeah. Vinicius, who else has a problem with the taco trucks?
They don't have.
Who has a problem with taco trucks?
They don't have inspections.
Okay, that is a problem. So one problem is that they don't get health inspections.
The owner's restaurant.
Thank you, Mateo. Perfect. Victor, why do the restaurant owners have problems with the taco trucks? Why, Victor?
Because they are losing customers.
Exactly, right? They say, oh, but we can get faster, cheaper food from the trucks, so they avoid the restaurants. Very good. Any questions or comments about that first paragraph?
I want to ask, they cannot and they can't. Is it the same? Or
It's the same.
Okay.
Yeah. And sometimes in English we spell it like that. We can also cannot, can't. It's all the same. Good question. Thank you, Victor. Let's continue. Now it's your turn, Chris. Do you want to go ahead and read the highlighted part of the next paragraph, please?
Okay. Lawyer Phil Greenberg says the time limit is unenforceable. I don't know.
Unenforceable.
One more time, please.
Unenforceable.
Unenforceable. The 2-hour law was never enforced by the city, so what's the point of changing it to the 1 hour to 1 hour? He asked. The city has more important things to do than ticket these hard workers.
Perfect. Excellent reading. Really good job. And Mateo, can you finish it?
Okay. What about all the photos, the graffiti,
Potholes.
potholes, sorry,
That's
the
okay.
graffiti, the homeless, and the gangs? LA is almost $400 million in debt. The mayor has already said he's going to lay off 776 city employees. There won't be anyone left to enforce the new parking law. There are thousands of taco trucks in this city.
Awesome. Good job, you guys. Mateo, let's repeat the word potholes.
Potholes,
Perfect. Graffiti
graffiti,
and law.
and law.
Very good.
Okay.
I'm just going to write a question here. Why do some say that the new law is unenforceable? Let's get Andrew to answer that for us. What do you think, Andrew? Why do they say it's unenforceable?
As I understand it, so nobody limited this time. I mean, the time spent by trucks on their place.
What do you mean, Andrew? Nobody limits it.
I mean, for example, from this part of the text, I understood that they tried to change it to 1 hour, but he says that nobody did limit the time previously.
Okay, I think what the word you're looking for, Andrew, is monitors, which is to watch something. Nobody's watching it with the idea of saying, okay, it's been 2 hours now, right?
Yeah.
Good, exactly. What's happening? What's the situation in LA according to this paragraph? Ali, what's the situation?
What do you mean?
What's the situation with regards to crime or why people aren't, there's no time to watch food trucks? What more important things are going on?
Yeah, there is some different problems in this city. I think potholes, graffiti, homeless, and gangs. There are some problems in this city.
Exactly. So what's the idea? What do you guys think is more important? How much time a taco truck parks or gang activity? Kind of rhetorical, right?
Yeah.
So lots of times governments have to ignore some minor offenses to take care of or to have more time for bigger problems. Can you guys think of any examples of that? What's an example of a minor offense that is ignored because there's bigger problems? What minor offenses are often ignored in your country? Vinicius, can you think of one?
The homeless and the gangs.
Okay,
No,
so
it's
what we're looking for, Vinicius, is in your personal circumstances or in your country, what minor offenses are often ignored because there's other bigger problems?
not in this.
Not in the paragraph, in
Oh,
your
okay.
country, your city.
In my country. Okay. Um,
I have a question. What do you mean by offenses? Is somebody protesting or something else? Or
Oh, okay. An offense is a crime. So a minor offense might be I didn't wear my seatbelt, or I was going a little bit too fast. Maybe I was going 10K over the speed limit. That's a minor offense. Whereas a major offense would be obviously burglary, stealing, breaking in,
Kill someone.
killings.
okay, thank you.
So oftentimes in some countries, like for example, in Latin American countries, people don't get a fine for not wearing a seatbelt because there's other bigger important things to worry about. So there's no fine for something like that. Can you guys think of an example?
Smoking in the public place.
Mm-hmm.
It's often offense.
So you think it's often ignored, Victor, when somebody does that?
Yeah, everybody is smoking.
That's interesting.
Yes, it's same in my country.
So that's technically the law, but nobody really enforces it.
Yeah.
Very nice. Hi, Michael.
Make
Oops, sorry.
noise. Make noise. People sometimes make noise at night or late time.
Mm-hmm.
But government or police don't care about that, I think.
Excellent. Thank you for sharing, Ali. That makes sense for sure. Hi, Michael. Welcome to the class.
Hey, teacher.
Good to see you again.
Thank you.
Any other?
And share your screen so I could see you.
Sorry? I'm here, I promise. It's not just my voice. Okay, we will continue reading. Thank you very much, Chris and Matteo, for reading that paragraph for us. Let's go down to the second part here. And Victor, I think it's your turn. Do you want to go ahead and read that for us?
The penalty for the first violation of the new law is $100. The second violation can result in a maximum $1,000 fine and 6 months in jail. One angry truck owner said, "This is a racist law. All of us taco truck owners are Latinos. Our trucks are an important part of the history and culture of Los Angeles."
Excellent. And Vinicius, could you please finish that paragraph for us?
30 of us have already agreed to park our trucks in the same spot all day long. If a law is illegal, it's our duty of God's citizens to ignore it. City residents who want to support taco trucks can visit saveourtacotrucks.com.
SaveOurTacoTrucks.org.
saveourtacotrucks.org.
Okay, very good. So what do you guys think about the penalty? What do you guys think about the penalty imposed? Chris, what's your opinion?
I don't know. I think it's expensive. It's too much. $1,000 is too much. I don't know. I think that the people are working fine. No, it's a good work. I don't know. The people don't make any danger for the law. I don't know. I forgot the words. Sorry.
That's good. No, that makes sense. I understand what you're saying. You're saying it's not, they're not imposing any danger, so why should they have a penalty?
Yes.
Now, the Latinos, say that it's a racist law. What do you think about that that comment? Victor, why do you think they call it a racist law?
Because it against some group of people, Latinos, they consider it a racist law. I think they are right.
Exactly.
They can protest.
Yeah, they're protesting against it because it only affects a certain group of people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they just happen to all be the same nationality. What do you guys think? Do you think it's a racist law or no?
Absolutely.
Uh-oh. Why do you say that, Mateo?
This is a racist, absolutely. I agree with taco food. $100 for first violation and $1,000 the second. This is racist.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And 6 months in jail.
6 months in jail. Absolutely, double, absolutely.
But for what?
The issue is, Michael, that they, the taco trucks, they are getting parking. They're parking in a place that they should only be there for like 2 hours, and they're staying there all day. So now there's the problem of how are they going to stop them from parking there? But they've been doing it for years.
Is that in the United States?
Yes, it's in Los Angeles.
Yeah, I think that's not racist. That's as far as I know, in the United States, people follow the law. So basically, if those trucks they are staying, so they so something may go wrong. How do you say they are for other cars like? 1 second.
I'm not sure exactly.
Okay, so interfere. They could interfere. Can I say?
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, disturb the traffic. Disturb this. If they can, if they disturb the traffic, like on those streets, they should be like somehow this problem solved. And like $100, I think for United States, not so much.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, that's like they give them like $100 only first time, so they could understand that they shouldn't break the law. But second time, it's like in a maximum 1,000 fine. So basically, it's not 1,000 exactly, but to 1,000, from 100 to 1,000, or how much?
It says at a maximum $1,000 fine. So it could be anywhere from 0 to 1,000. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, that's would incentivize those truck drivers to do not break the law. That's all. And it's not about Latinos. They could work like other people, like all kind of people. That's okay.
Okay. Thanks for sharing. What do you guys think then? What would be a good solution?
This solution. Oh, sorry, Ali. Go ahead.
Ali.
I think this is not a racist law because the law is for everyone or every people, but some restaurant owners complain about that. Maybe restaurant owners are racist people. Maybe don't like the Latinos. It could be, I think.
Okay, so maybe it's the restaurant owners that have decided to make a stink about it. That's an idiom for you.
Yeah.
Make it a big deal when it's actually not. What do you guys think would be a good solution to the problem? If they need to park their trucks for longer than an hour, yet they need to be able to free up that parking space. What do you guys think would be a good solution to the problem? Anybody?
I think that Michael already said that it disturbs the traffics, and we all know that Los Angeles has a problem with traffic. And maybe the solution would be to set up special places for these taco trucks, so it won't interfere with traffic.
That's a good idea. That's a perfect idea. Have their own separate area. Good.
Maybe they should rent a place for themselves or pay their taxes. Maybe it could be a solution.
Ah, there we go. Says the accountant.
Yes.
Good. Okay. Good work, you guys. Any questions about the vocabulary? Because that's what we're going to be talking about. Try to remember words like unenforceable. We can actually take a quick peek at some of the vocabulary. It's a lot of words here. Whoops, sorry. Any questions about the words you guys see here on the list? Everybody knows what a pothole is?
No.
No,
Yes.
what is it?
A pothole is when you're driving on the road and there is a dip in the road. So it's not actually a hole that you could fall into, but it's like a dip like this. Maybe it's been damaged or broken up a little bit, and when you're driving, it's hard on your vehicle. It has lots of impact. Okay?
Ah.
The road is smooth, and then there's like a little hole in it. That's a pothole.
Pothole.
Exactly. Okay? Let's take a look at our crossword puzzle, and we can start with Victor with number 1.
To drive while using legal or banned drugs is a violation of state law.
So the opposite of legal?
Illegal?
There you go. Give me an example of a drug that's illegal in your country.
Cocaine?
Perfect. Give me an example of a legal drug.
I don't know.
Anybody have an example of a legal drug?
Beer?
Beer. Okay, that's not a drug. It might have a similar effect, but it's not. Like, for example, in Canada, a legal drug would be marijuana. An illegal drug would be heroin.
Oh, legal in Canada?
Marijuana?
Marijuana?
Yes, it is.
Oh, wow, good.
Okay, number 3 across. Vinicius.
Next, travel in Canada.
Vinicius,
Now I
number
understand
3.
because you look so happy.
You know what? I'm going to tell you something. I have never once in my life even tried it. So there you go. 3 across.
Me too.
I don't know the across 3.
Can you please read that? The sentence? Read the sentence.
The Office of Human Resources is responsible for hiring and training.
Hiring and training.
And I don't know.
What's another word for a worker? Somebody who works.
Lawyer.
There you go. Employer, or that's the boss. The boss is the employer, and who works for him? The employees. Good job, Vinicius. Awesome. Let's go to 6 across with Michael.
The 2 biggest categories in the phone book are doctors and physicians and attorneys. 666 or 86?
Right here. Another
And,
word for attorney is?
Lawyers.
There you go. Good job. Why do you think that those are the 2 biggest categories in the phone book?
Well, I'm not sure. You know, so basically, following the logic of this sentence, people need help from doctors and from lawyers. Like,
Yeah, exactly. There's a need for them, right? There's a demand for that.
yeah, people are getting sick and they get in trouble with some law issues or something like that, crimes or something. So.
Exactly. Good job, Michael. Matteo, can you try that for us?
Okay. Five. Okay. Many attended the city council meeting to complain about the new parking laws. City council. It's tricky.
So it's
Sorry?
people who live in a city.
Rescue.
Oh, I could be wrong actually.
No. I don't know. I don't know, Abby.
People who occupy a building are also called what?
Ah, residents.
There you go.
Resident.
There you go. Nicely done.
Okay.
So do you attend, Matteo, do you get involved with like community council or city council meetings? Do you get involved with things like that?
Do you get involved? I don't understand your question, Abby.
Do you ever get involved with city council meetings about laws or local problems? Do you get involved in the community like that?
Get involved.
Anyone else in the class understand what I mean and want to give me their answer? For example, if there is a vote, a decision to put a new park in the city,
Okay.
and the people need to decide, are we going to use our tax dollar for that, or do we think it's better somewhere else? So a certain amount of people will go and they will participate in a meeting where they will vote or talk about the pros and the cons of something.
Okay.
So my question is, do you guys get involved with city council or no?
Me?
Anybody?
No, not so much.
Me too.
Me neither.
Also in Italy. Now I understand. Also in Italy, the community not involved in this question, public question.
Okay. Well, there you go.
How do you call citizen? How do you call these kind of people that active citizens or what?
Active citizens, yeah, exactly.
Or there is another like collocation like with citizens, like responsible citizens or active responsible citizens or.
I don't know. I can only think of saying an active citizen, a person who gets involved with local events or.
Clear.
In Italy are passive citizens.
Passive citizens. Okay.
Contrary and active is it's okay.
Yeah, that's
okay. Passive, active, and passive.
So a passive citizen, they do not get involved with community efforts.
Yes,
it's all about themselves. That's
average
that's
citizen.
Cool. Exactly. Chris, it's your turn. Can I get you to do 7 across?
Okay. The for illegal use of hands in football is 5 yards. I don't know.
So 7 across. It starts with a P.
The penalty? No.
Good. Yeah. Penalty. Penalty. Excellent job. So can you think of a penalty in football? Give me another example of a football penalty.
I don't know.
Or any sport that you like.
Football, when other player hit or fight with other player, this is a I don't know, a penalty, no? I don't know. Sorry.
That's okay. Yeah, when they fight with another player, so maybe they hit or they physically hurt somebody else. That's true.
Huh?
Anybody
The
else have an example of a penalty they could share?
I think it's fault when you hit someone, right?
In soccer, we can't use the hands close the goal.
You can't use hands with what, Vinicius?
Close the area, close the goal.
Okay, you can't use your hands to block the goal?
No, in the space close the goal.
Okay.
Do you understand?
I think so, but maybe it's just my lack of sports education that's stopping me from getting the point.
Red card, maybe yellow card. It's a kind of penalty.
Maybe for dangerous game. Maybe you swing your foot to other face.
Ouch! To kick somebody in the face.
Yeah, maybe it's a dangerous game. Yeah, fault.
That's
I'm not
probably a penalty for sure. Good job, Chris. Excellent work with that one. Andre, it's your turn. Could you do 2 down?
Yeah, the mayor said he was resigning because his was getting worse. 2 down. His what he's getting worse.
So something that declines as we get older, or
health.
There you go. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Yeah, health. Good job. Perfect. Why do you think? What kinds of things might make it difficult for a mayor to be a good mayor if he has poor health? Why do you think that would be hard?
I guess he would have low energy because of that, and he can't participate in many events that he must do. And
yeah, exactly. Do you think that you could do you think that you could be a good mayor, Andre? Would you like that responsibility?
No, I don't like this job. I wouldn't like this job.
You're like, I don't even go to city council. I'm a passive citizen. Lovely. 4 down, Ali.
The struggling company announced that there would be 100 blank the week before Christmas.
So it's not when you're fired because you've done something wrong.
Layoff.
Good job. Awesome, Ali. Do you know, are there many layoffs in Turkey, or do people just get fired? A layoff is when they would still receive benefits of some sort from the company.
I don't know. Recently, I don't hear anything about that in my country.
Like, for example, if a company was struggling, would they be required to continue to pay a wage to a person, or would they qualify for government benefits?
Yes, I understand, but I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Any company in my
Okay.
city or.
No worries. Has anyone here ever been laid off Being laid off is not shameful because it means that the company was having problems. You were a good employee, but because of company issues, you had to be let go. Has anyone ever had that happen to them?
Abby, it's right lose job.
Yes, it's to lose your job, but because of company setbacks or problems, not because you were a bad worker.
Okay. Decide the company decide for okay.
It's temporary sometimes,
Lay
right?
off.
Yeah, that's right, Ali. For example, some companies have to lay off their employees during the winter because there's not enough work, and then they get rehired in the summer, for example.
Some works maybe you have to work in season. Is it a layoff or?
It's a layoff.
Yeah.
That's called seasonal work.
Exactly,
Seasonal
seasonal
work.
work.
Seasonal job or work.
Layoff,
And
no money.
no money.
Yes,
Correct.
some company don't work in the winter. Maybe they lay off the employees and the employee work in the summer again. I heard something.
That's very true. So temporary work, seasonal work, all different expressions for that. And at the end of the season, you would get laid off. Any questions?
So, how would I say? If I was going to be laid off, I would find another job. Is that correct to say?
If I was going
Can't be laid off or what?
Can you
What
say
I
it
mean
again?
that. So what I mean that, like, if I knew that I was going to be laid off, I would find another job. Do you understand?
Yeah, I understand. But what's your question? Is that a correct sentence, or
Yeah. How would you say in a correct grammatical way? Like.
if I was going to be laid off,
Uh-huh.
I would get another job?
Oh, I said correctly. Okay.
Yeah, you did.
Because it's kind of complicated grammar, like tenses.
The
I mean, that's
conditional,
conditional, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes I make mistakes.
Good. Let's continue. Vinicius, let's go back to you, okay?
Yes.
Let's try 8 down.
The Thailand police department was not able to all of the traffic laws.
So this is what you do when you actually put the law into effect. You don't ignore it, you The laws may exist, but if there's no police, the laws are never
efficient.
You're close. Enforced.
Enforced.
Right, so enforce all of the traffic laws. So there's laws, but if the law is not enforced, usually people do not listen to it, right? Give me an example of a law that exists in your country that is not enforced.
Drink and drive.
Okay, so there's no consequences for drinking and driving?
Actually, nowadays have consequences.
But before, maybe not so much.
Yes.
Very good. I remember when I lived in the Dominican Republic, it was the law to wear your seatbelt, but the law was not enforced. There was no consequence for it. Anybody else?
Use the phone, mobile phone in the car.
Okay, good. Good example. Talking on the cell phone while driving.
If traffic police don't catch you, I think.
Yeah, that's it. If you're caught, that is an enforceable law. But the idea is a law that even if the police see you, there's no consequence. That's an example of a law that's not enforced.
Sometimes police ignore it, but sometimes you can get a ticket. Like in my country.
Okay, very good. Just depends if you get them on a good day or a bad day.
Yeah.
It's like that time that I ran the red light in the Dominican Republic and the police told me, stop, and I didn't, and he didn't come get me. I still can't believe I did that. Victor, it's your turn. Do you want to go ahead with 12 down?
The blank Hispanic population of the US is expected to be 1 million by 2040. I think it's Latino.
Perfect. Why do you think the Latino population is expected to grow so much? That's quite the question. You know what? You don't have to answer that if you don't want.
Because they are like rabbits.
What? That's a racist comment.
That is fantastic. Chris, forgive us, and Mateo, please forgive us.
I'm Latino.
I know. That's why I said please forgive us. Is it true? Is what Victor says true? I don't know what possessed me to ask that question. I'm so sorry. I just, my bad. But you're right, Victor. And that is a really good idiom for it as well. They're like rabbits. Michael, let's go to 13 across.
They never found all of Steve Fawcett's. They found just 2 bones. Where's 13?
What? Someone that? Oh, it's right here. Something that's left over. Leftovers.
What's leftovers?
What is left at the end?
At the end of what?
Anything. For example, if I eat half of my dinner, whatever's left on the plate is the something of my meal. Starts with an R. If you find a dead body, but it's only partial, it's not a complete body, you'd say this is his
Rests?
His remains. Remains.
Wow.
Yeah. Remains. The remains is the person, whatever is left behind from a person or a thing. Good. 12 down. Back to you, Mateo.
12. But it's the same.
Sorry. 12. Oh, it is the same again. Right.
The opposite.
I already did it, but I forgot to put it in. That was the problem. Sorry. Do 16 across. I got all flustered.
Okay, no problem, guys. Okay. Negative, focus on the positive. Oh my God. Always tricky for me.
Okay, the opposite of paying attention to something is
the opposite positive.
The opposite of paying attention to something or focusing on something is what?
Ignorance.
Who said that?
Me.
Was that you? Mateo, was that
you? Ignore. Okay.
Ignore.
Stupid.
No, that's ignorant, would be somebody who does not know. But to ignore means to avoid or not listen to or pay attention to.
Okay.
So they're saying ignore the negative, focus on the positive.
Okay.
Chris?
Yeah.
Are you mad at me?
No.
Okay, 17 across. Can you read it first?
The U.S. national grew to 10 trillion is 2008. I don't know.
So it's the opposite of a positive amount in your bank account. When you owe money to other people, what do we call it? It starts with a D.
Donate?
No.
No.
The opposite of owing money. For example, if I give you $100, you have what with me? In Spanish, we say deuda. How do you say that in English?
Debt.
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 Debt. So the B is silent. Debt. Okay? That is all the time that we've got. But here is the link for the crossword puzzle if you guys would like to give it a go. Any questions or comments before we close? Okay. You guys did an awesome job with your reading, with that exercise. Try to remember and use some of that new vocabulary in an upcoming class or in a conversation in English. But that's it. Anything you'd like to ask before we close?
No questions?
Okay, perfect. Thank you guys so much for coming. It was awesome to have you. And I have to start the next class, so I'll see you in a few minutes. But if not, have a wonderful day. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.